So I got an awesome thing in the mail today. This is compliments of Influencer. They sent me this completely free. It is the Keurig K575 brewer along with accessories. They asked me to do a review on it. So I'm going to start with the accessories and just let you know like what was in the box. So first off, what came in the box obviously was the brewer, and that is the brewer. And what else came in the box were all these accessories. They did send me the carafe, which is right here. Basically you can buy a box of these Keurig carafe cups, which is this one. They gave me the hazelnut one. We had 8 cups in this box. Put in the machine and it brews the entire carafe. They also sent me this carousel to hold all the K-cups. So that was awesome. And they also sent me this, which is a reusable coffee filter. So if you want to buy like your regular everyday coffee and fill it up, you can use this and it will work in the machine. Some of the flavors that they sent me were, they sent me hazelnut in the carafe, they sent me French vanilla in the mug, and they sent me dark magic in the mug. And all of these down here are all K-cups, meaning that you can brew just 1 cup of coffee. And on that they sent me the breakfast blend, they sent me tea, which is English breakfast, and they sent me coffee, which is caramel vanilla cream. I guess I didn't explain these. These are K-mugs, which you can use these for your travel mugs, your coffee mugs that you would put in your car. Okay, so let's go on to the machine. This is the actual machine. Now I did try this product before, like I didn't do an unboxing video because I have never owned a Keurig before. I've never had coffee from a Keurig before. I don't know anybody that does own a Keurig, so I was super excited to get this. I am a dork and I sat there and read all the directions because I didn't want to break it. Honestly, it's really simple to set up because the screen up here is touchscreen and it tells you like what to do and everything. I did brew 1 cup of the caramel vanilla cream, and that was pretty good. And I brewed like an entire carafe of the hazelnut coffee, which I'm probably going to put in my refrigerator to use for iced coffee. Wow, actually, I brewed this about 2 hours ago and it is still hot. Like the outside feels cold, but up here it's still hot. So this thing is pretty cool. Like I'll show you inside, there's still coffee left in it and it's hot. Yeah, it's, wow, that's kind of shocking. I didn't think it would stay hot like that. But, okay, anyway, back to the machine. So when you first get the machine, you do have to rinse out the reservoir tank, which is this right here. And if you're not going to use bottled water, or if you do not have filter tap water in your house, you're going to want to install the filter that comes with the Keurig, which is, let's see if I can get a view of it. If you look inside here, sorry, I tried to like tilt it, but that didn't work. This long thing in here is the filter. You have to, that little pot in there, you have to soak that in water for 5 minutes and then rinse it for 1 minute. You pop it in this little thing. It actually pops out this whole thing. You put that little pot in there. There's a piece that goes underneath it, and then you put it inside the machine. And that will give you filtered water, so you don't have to use bottled water or filtered tap water. So I don't have filtered tap water, I don't have bottled water, so that's why I put the filter in, but that is not a necessary part. So when you first get the machine, you know, they also want you to do like an initial brew, like just to clean it out, because you know, for manufacturing stuff, it's probably got dust in it or something. And it will actually give you on-screen directions on here. It's not going to give it now because I've already set it up, but it tells you what to do. It's very easy, and there's also an instruction booklet that will tell you what to do. Now this is pretty cool. This whole thing is touchscreen, and you can set it up however you want. All you have to do is press like this little info tab right there, and it brings up all the settings. So like if you don't want it in English, you can put it in Spanish or French. It gives you for the clock, so you can change the time on it. And you can change the display to whether you want it digital or analog. There's also auto on off. This turns the machine off and on automatically. There's also an energy saver that will turn the machine off after 15 minutes so that you do not waste energy. you go further through the settings, you have preferred brew settings, which this will just be like automatic. So when you just put your pod in and put it down, it will already know your settings, which you can set for K-Cup or carafe or any of these other options. Like this is a 14-ounce mug. This is strong. What's this one? That's 8 ounce and strong. So yeah, that's really cool. You also changed the reservoir light. I liked the blue one. That's where it is. That's the light. But you can also change it like to white. And you see it change to white. Or you can change it to red. Oh, sorry, it's hard to hold this and press the... I'm using my iPhone and it's really hard for me to hold this and press... There we go. So there you go. Now it's changed to red. Or you can change it to green. See? And that's, you only have 4 options on the color there. It's white, blue, green, and red. You can also change the wallpaper. Now I have a lot of options on this. I don't know how well you can see it. That black one's actually, it's actually got like a little print on it. I don't know if you can see it. But yeah, and they have 4 pages of wallpapers here. These are all the wallpapers you can choose. I liked this one, the dark blue. I thought that was cool. So then, next, you can also set the nightlight, what time you want to turn, what time you want to turn off, and the nightlight color, which again is the same 4 colors that we chose for the light, the reservoir light. There's also a setting here for high altitude. Now, I actually don't know if I'm in high altitude. I do not live that far from the Poconos. I actually live very close to Scranton, which if you've ever seen The Office, you should know where Scranton is. It's in Pennsylvania in the mountains. I don't think I need high altitude, but for those of you that might, there is a button here for high altitude. There's also a button here for temperature. You can set it on high. Oops, go back. Sorry about that. Sure. Set it on high, medium, low, medium, and low. I do not know what the exact temperatures themselves are. And then on the last page of the screen, water filter reminder and reset factory settings. The water filter reminder, I do have that enabled because there's a little dial on top of the water filter over here. And you basically says so you know which month. The water filter lasts about 3 months. So I have that enabled so it reminds me that when it's time to change it. And restore factory settings, that just completely restores the machine in case there's ever any problems with your machine. Also, if there's any problems with your machine, they do send you this nifty little thing. It's a maintenance accessory. Obviously, I do not have to use this right now because the machine's brand new. It doesn't need maintenance. It's not clogged. And there are directions in there on how to use it. They also send you... Oh, where did it go? Oh, here it is. It's this little book called Discover Keurig. Basically, it tells you like all the different things that they have. Like this is auto delivery, meaning that you can sign up, I guess, to the Keurig website to have K-Cups automatically sent to you. Also, it has like, tells you about this, which this looks really good. I want to try it. It's called Cafe Escapes. I don't know, does that look good? Like cafe caramel, cafe vanilla, mocha, chai latte, milk chocolate hot. It just sounds really good. And then actually, if you go to the last page, well, maybe not the last page, second to last page, there's over 75 brands plus 500 varieties for this machine. So some of them are like Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, Snapple, Lipton, just to name a few popular ones that you've probably heard of. This is just an advertisement for their Keurig Cold, which honestly I also want to try this too. It looks like it makes sodas and stuff. That looks really neat. So maybe I will try that in the future. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm super excited about this. Oh, and on the back they give you a coupon. Look at that. Save $3 off any 10, 12, 16, or 18 count box of Green Mountain coffee. Now I did check some prices like online, and I did notice that a box of 16, like just the K-Cups, not the carafes or the mugs, but just the cups, come out between $12 to $15. So they are a little bit on the pricey side, but again, that's why you have this. You can put your own coffee in this. So if you do buy a Keurig, I do think that this is an essential thing. Okay, let's get on to brewing the machine. So right now I am going to get out of this, you just have to keep hitting back and it will bring you back to the screen. And if you notice, it says lift to begin. Oh, before I do brew, I want to show you this. This is the hot water button right here. So you just press that button and it tells you what to do, which you lift handle, remove a pack if there is one in there, and lower the handle, and it will give you hot water. So let's get out of that. So to start brewing coffee, which actually I'm going to brew tea because I already had coffee today and I don't do too good with too much caffeine. Actually, I normally get decaf coffee. But anyway, you lift this and then you take one of your pods. So these are the teas that I got. This is English breakfast. And you put it in here and you push down. There's like a little needle in there, so don't stick your fingers in there because you're going to end up pricking yourself. But there's a needle that's going to puncture a hole in the bottom of this. And then you close it, push that down, and all this stuff comes on. It says ready. You have strong, or say that it's hot cocoa or other, or you pick 8 ounces. I'm going to leave it as it is. I do have a cup that I do think is bigger than 8 ounces, but I don't feel like having a mess right now. So we'll leave this as this is, and then you just press this. And it will start brewing. So hold on. And that's what it does. It doesn't take too long to brew, but while it's brewing, I will move on and talk to you about the Keurig. This carafe they sent me. Okay, so with the carafe, like I told you before, you can pick out one of these. These are the K mugs, or there you go. The ones up here are the carafes. They are bigger. It tells you on the top that this is good for 1 brew. If you look at the mug ones, it tells you on the top that these are good for 2 brews, meaning that you can leave this in here and you can get 2, cups, that is, 2 mugs out of this. And actually the machine's done already. So this was 8 ounces, so it's not quite filled, so I probably should have picked 12 for this size mug. This is a pretty decent sized mug. But yeah, it's super hot. I can feel it through the mug. It's really hot. But okay, so back to the craft. I was so happy, like, when they originally sent me the email to tell me that I was getting a Keurig, I was hoping that they would have sent me this. And oh, one more thing I want to show you while they're doing this. After you get done brewing your cup, it will go like this preheating, so it does preheat the next tub of water for you, so it's already hot. Okay, back to the carafe. I was actually hoping that this is one of the accessories they sent me, because they told me that they were going to send me the Keurig K575 plus accessories. And the reason why is because I love iced coffee. And what I do plan to do is go out, and first off, I am going to buy decaf coffee, because like I said, I do not handle caffeine well, and everything they sent me is caffeinated. So I will be buying decaf stuff, but you can fill up a whole carafe of this, pour it in a pitcher, mix it with milk and sugar, put it in the refrigerator, and you will have iced coffee all week long. So I was so happy to get the carafe. And if you do want to use the carafe with your machine, I'll show you how to do that. You just, it's really easy. You remove this, and you just place that in there, and you're good to go. And of course, you would put the carafe pot in there, and then it knows that it's a carafe, it recognizes it, and you would start the same way I just did with the cup. It's really not a big deal. So I did not do what a lot of people do. I know a lot of people do like unboxing videos and stuff, and they don't even try the machine. They don't do anything. They're just like, oh, I'm so happy an influencer sent this to me. Thank you, and they don't try it. But I wanted to give you guys an honest review, especially since I've never used a Keurig before. So as far as the actual machine itself goes, I think it is pretty awesome. I think it's convenient. It's clean. I like it. There's no coffee grinds for me to clean up. It's very simple. I love the machine. As far as the flavors that they sent me, like I said, I cannot handle caffeine, but I did try the hazelnut as well as the caramel vanilla cream, and both tasted great. I only put milk in them. I did not put sugar in either of them, and they were fine. So I did like the taste of them. However, for me, I will be getting decaffeinated coffee. And I think the only downfall I could really think about the Keurig is the price of the machine and the price of the pods. Like I said, a box of 16 is between $12 to $15 just for the K-Cups. The Keurig machine itself for this model It is the K575. It is $179 plus tax on the Keurig website. And I did not look up the price of the mug cups or the carafe cups, but I will list prices in the description below for you. I do not know how much the carafe is or the carousel, but I will list all the prices in the description box. So really my only downfall to this machine is the price of the K-cups. But like I said, this does cancel out the price of the K-cups because this is reusable and you can just buy your normal coffee. I do think this is completely awesome because you can also brew like hot chocolate in this and teas and, you know, cappuccinos and all this crazy stuff. It's awesome. I did see a blog, I wish I could remember the name of it, but this college student actually uses hers to like brew hot water for her ramen noodles while she's living in the dorm, or like she'll brew a cup of hot water just to clean with, or, you know, those little microwavable things. She has a microwave in her dorm and she'll like brew a cup of hot water to put in that and microwave it. Like, some people get really creative with these machines, so it does have other purposes that you might want to look into. Overall, I think this machine is good. I like it. Like I said, the only problem I really have with it is the price of it. I don't know if you want to spend $179 on it. I do think it's worth it. It's a lot of money to shell out at once for a coffee maker. However, if you look at it from the long run, yeah, the machine is very convenient. It is very clean. So I guess it depends on what your budget is and what you can afford. If you liked my review, please hit the subscribe button below. And I will also send links to my blog as well as my website. And you can follow those too if you like. I also have Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So if you want to follow me on those, I will post all that in the description below. And any questions at all, and I mean anything at all, I will answer you as far as the machine goes. Questions about Influencer too. If you don't know what Influencer is, it is a website where you can write reviews on products that you use every day. There are thousands and thousands, maybe even millions of products on that website that you can review. And you hook up all your social accounts to it, where you get impact points. And as long as you finish like all your snaps and you're very active on the website, you have a good shot at getting selected for a Vox Box, which is what this whole thing is called. They send you free items, completely free. I didn't have to pay for any of this, not shipping, nothing, not a dime. And they give you items to review. Doesn't necessarily mean that because you signed up that you're going to get items, but you have a chance of. And signing up is 100% free. So I will also link that below. And thank you all for watching.